Hello everyone and welcome to another tutorial of NewToArts. My name is Bulls and in this video I'm going to teach you how to create a collection and your first NFT on the Objkt marketplace. First we are going to go to the platform Objkt.com. As you can see, I'm already logged into the website with my wallet. I will click on my profile picture and then click on the Create button. As you can see, this account is a new account, and the first thing Objkt tells me is to please create a collection or accept an invitation to a collaborative collection before creating a token. This is because, as you know, Objkt does not allow you to create new tokens outside of a collection, unlike a marketplace like Tezos. So the first thing I need to do is create a collection. Now I am on the Token tab, as you can see, so I need to go to the Collection tab. Very well, I go to the Collection tab and the first thing it asks me is for a logo for the collection. I will upload an image as an example. Now, for the collection name, we will call it Tutorial 123. A description of the collection. This collection is created for educational purposes. Remember that collections are like folders for the NFTs you will be creating. In a collection where I might work on collages, or another collection where I only want to upload animations, another collection that explores a certain concept, etc. You can think of them as folders where you can categorize your NFTs. Next, it asks me for the type of contract. We have two types of contracts on Objkt. One that allows you to make open editions, but generally, unless we want to create an NFT that is in fact an open edition, we will be using the Objkt Factory, which is the default kind of collection. As you can see, Objkt tells me that for the Objkt Factory contract, the default cost is 1 Teso, and for the open edition contract, it costs 2.2 Tezos to create that type of contract. Then it asks me for the category, I will leave it as art, and then click on create. I will have to sign a transaction in my wallet. It says preparing collection. Remember that creating a collection with a default contract costs 1 Teso. Here it will ask me for my password. And I confirm. Very well, it says that the collection has been created successfully. Now that I have my first collection, let's go back to create. Now, when I'm in the token section, I will be able to choose the collection I created. I select the collection, and now it asks me to upload the multimedia. Here it explains all the extensions that Objkt supports, up to a maximum of 250 megabytes, which is quite good. Artifacts again refers to the multimedia. I will choose my file as an example. Remember, it always shows me a thumbnail preview. The thumbnail will look like this in the marketplace. Perfect. Now it asks me for a title. Let's call it Minting Tutorial. A description. Very well. It asks me if it says for work, if it has flashing lights for epileptic people. Now here's something important. It asks me if I want to add tags. Tags are quite useful in Objkt Marketplace. Tags are words that will be associated with your work. For example, for mine, I can put illustration. You press the spacebar and the tag will be created. Very well, you can put whatever you think of. I don't know, collage, watercolor, in Spanish or in English, whatever you want. English is actually the most used language, but these words are words that will describe your token to make it easier to find it later in the search bar. if I am interested, for example, in illustration and I type illustration, since my token has the illustration as a tag, it will be part of that search. Then it asks me about license and legal issues. I usually put this one. Nowadays, there isn't much jurisprudence linking NFTs with these types of issues or different legal licenses regarding the work. Attributes are really not useful. It relates to whether I want to establish rarities for attributes of the tokens and so on. That was more like a trend in the PFP era. And this is important, the amount of editions I want to create with my token. I can make between 1 and 10,000. I will make 10 editions. And here it asks me about the royalties. What are royalties? Royalties are the earnings the artist makes from each sale in the secondary market of the token. We have two markets, the primary market and the secondary one. The primary is the sale of the tokens at the price I set. And the secondary market is once a collector buys my work and then resells it to another collector, well, I will earn royalties on that sale at a percentage between 0.1 and 25% of the resale price. I will leave it at 10. Once I have everything I want to set, I will click on continue. And it will prepare my token to be minted. I will click mint token. And I will send a transaction in my Kukai wallet. Very well. My token is being minted. And it says token created successfully. If I go to my profile, it may take a little while to reflect the updated information, but if I go to my profile in the created tab, I can already see my token created with 10 editions. Now the last step will be to put this token for sale. I have already created the 10 editions, but they are not yet for sale. If I want to put it for sale, I will click on the token I created recently. And here, as you can see, it says there are 10 editions and all 10 are yours because none are for sale and no one has bought them. So what I want to do is list my token, putting it for sale on Objkt. I will click on list and it will ask me how many editions of the 10 I want to sell. Generally, the artist tends to keep at least one for themselves. That is, if I put all 10 for sale and they sell, that token will no longer be in my possession. So for now, let's say 9. Also keep in mind that if you want to gift an edition to someone else, you don't have to put it for sale. Instead of 9, you will put 8, etc. It will ask me at what price I want to sell it. Price in Tezos, as you can see here. But I want to sell it for 2 Tezos, let's say. So I am putting 9 editions at 2 Tezos. And referral is related with what percentage of the sale I want to give to a person who shares my token with their own referral link, and that thanks to that person, sharing that link in their social media, a sale is made. So 5% of that sale will go to that person. This change sale split will be covered in another more advanced video. Now we can list 9 editions at 2 Tezos. I click list. And I will have to sign a transaction. As you can see, I don't know if you noticed before, but I had 4 Tezos and a little bit, like 0.02 or something like that. Minting that token cost me just under 10 cents of Tezos. So it is not really expensive to create. Creating the collection was 1 Tezos, if you can remember also. Once I had signed the transaction, it will be listed for sale. If I update the page, we will see that my token is for sale for 2 Tezos. If I go to the history below, I can see all the actions I have taken. 2 minutes ago, I created 10 editions, minted them, and less than 30 seconds ago, I listed 9 editions at 2 Tezos. Very well, that was all. I hope it was useful for you, and if it was, please leave a like, subscribe to our channel, follow Neutro on his social media, and that's it. See you at the next one.